people, we are back again. It's Where the Owls Sleep, another episode of the Parliament. This week, it's an EFL bumper edition. As you can see, 6 people on today, 1 returning original, a returning guest, lots to get through. How's everybody doing? Let's work our way around. Sam, how you going? Returning from one of the originals of the show. How you going, my friend?
I'm not too bad. I'm drawn in by a championship special, you know, couldn't miss that. But yeah, no, this should be fun.
Still no camera for Sam as well.
Technical issues.
It's got a face for radio.
And then pleasure as always, returning guest Sinclair. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Enjoying the end of the season. Had a good little distraction with the World Cup, but now it's to get back to business, you know, start of the season, getting ready.
Back to the club football. Let's do it. And then the regulars. John, how you feeling?
Yeah, I think the keeper give me about a 2 out of 10, so can't be too bad at the minute, you know. So.
Not too bad. Jack, back again after a couple of weeks off, innit?
Yeah, you know me. But season's back, innit? Starts. We're back.
Yes, we are back. And last but by no means least, of course, Stocky. How are you going?
Yeah, all right. Just reeling from an away draw in the EFL Cup. Who wants to go down Southampton midweek? They should just have a chat and leave it at the Doom Bowl.
Yeah, I'm fully in agreement with that, Stocks. I won't lie to you.
Well, I was going to jump straight into it because we do have an Owls derby off the bat in the second round of the Carabao Cup. The South draw, we have Southampton versus West Ham. You boys liking that? You enjoying that draw? It's a quick early derby. Is there an away day on the cards early season?
Well, I was wondering this, like how feasible is it? Because I'm assuming, Stocks, it really depends on your working.
Yeah. Well, it's not even working. Just how many days annual leave I've got.
Fair.
And it's not even for getting down there. Let's face it. It's the day after once I've had a beer.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Look at Jack's nod of agreement. Yeah.
Yes, I can respect that.
Well, it's an Owls derby this weekend, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, what? Is it Burnley West Ham this weekend?
Yeah, Sunday, 4:00.
Oh, yeah. There you go. It's a claret and blue Owls derby on the weekend as well to kick off the season.
Yeah,
the league season, anyway.
Yeah, it's non-stop.
Yeah, derbies coming all around this season. Everywhere we go.
I don't think Sam's too keen about it, judging the messages I got earlier on in the week.
I'm being very, very quiet.
Well,
There's going to be no big claims coming in.
No, that'll be me when we do a Premier League preview.
To be clear, we're not doing predictions tonight, are we? Or are we? Because I feel like without Samir, like EFL predictions are just nothing without him. Do you know what I mean? Like after last year.
Yeah, basically, we all need to guarantee there's someone worse than us.
Yeah, Samir does bring the comedy value to the prediction, but we could be waiting a while for Samir because he hasn't been about for.
Oh, okay.
We're probably going on to months rather than weeks now.
Right.
Was
his last appearance when he got his playoff prediction wrong during the game? Right. that was out there, man. That was pretty special.
It actually might have been, you know. It actually might have been, but I can't remember. It's been so long now. I haven't seen Samir in time, so he's been missing every single show going, even the flying the ball stuff that we do. So,
right,
yeah. Hopefully back soon, but not about. We can run some predictions while we're here. We might as well as we go through it. We'll just do basic ones like winners and potential relegations and own teams and stuff like that, rather than doing full lists of stuff. But full panel of EFL correspondents. Where should we start? I'm going to run this over to you, Stocks. You can sort of lead the chat this evening. You're EFL correspondent host for the evening.
Yeah. Well, before we get too into it, we might as well go around each other and like how we're feeling about each of our own teams, because I've had to do some hard research this week. So I'm a bit out of the loop on the Champo. Let's start with Jim. How you feeling about QPR this season?
What's that?
How you feeling about QPR this season? What are you expecting? What you move on from
You
last?
might need to shift your mic slightly, Stocks.
Is that better?
That's better.
That's better, yeah.
Go on, Tim.
For QPR again, I know me like last season. I said mediocrity. I was happy with that. That's what I wanted. I just want a little bit of stability. If we had one of those magical seasons where we ended up getting promoted, I wouldn't be over the moon, because you'd be going up just to come straight back down. I'd want us to establish ourselves as a strong squad, a strong championship squad, to then get promoted and try and compete in the Premier League. But right now, I just want them to try and build on last season, really, a bit higher, see what we can do in the Championship. Again, not expecting automatic promotion or even playoffs, but if it happened, it would be a bit exciting. But mediocrity for me is happy days, better than relegation nation.
Well, first one that I'd ask, are you talking about QPR signing players? Have they signed a better physio? Because you had so many injuries last year.
I mean, I think that's been a problem for us for a large number of seasons, to be honest. But behind the scenes, I'm not really confident a lot what goes on in QPR, to be honest. So again, to even just be competitive in the Championship, sometimes you have to count yourself lucky, especially with like what goes on behind closed doors.
Yeah, do you know what? Funny enough, I reckon all five of us Champo boys are going to go, yeah, we're not confident behind the scenes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because I was having a look at QPR last year, and they sort of had, there was like 3 times where they'd like lost 3 games on the bounce, but loads of people kind of tip them for the like a dark horse for the playoffs, because now it's down to 8th. There's like a good swingers chance there, isn't it?
Yeah, no, there's always a good chance that we could get into the playoffs, but there's always those run of games that we get where we do lose 3 on the bounce, and it's just out of nowhere. We just find some form, and then we're like, oh, look a little bit X, we're going to pick something up here. And then as soon as you think, you get the expectation, and then it just falls away. But that's how it is. We're all familiar with those kind of episodes.
Yeah, it's the Champos. When you're playing Tuesday, Saturday, it's brilliant when you're winning games. But all of a sudden, when you start losing, like, oh, this is dog shit, isn't it? Why am I going through this?
They just keep coming thick and fast.
Yeah, but there's some tasty players there. You got some good players.
Yeah, there's some interesting signings that we've made. Like me personally, like excited about getting Tyrick Lamptey, and I feel like obviously for me, he's still. I feel like he's in a Premier League quality player. So to come down to the Championship and hopefully playing at a team like QPR, because we try to play, and we want to be progressive. We generally have young coaches that have new ideas, so hopefully that will encourage and motivate them to want to step up and try and take the season by the scruff of the neck and try and actually do something.
It'd be good to see him get back on form again.
Yeah, definitely.
What about this centre forward of yours, Coney? Because I've heard quite a bit about him, and a lot of people expecting him to do quite big things this season.
Yeah, I don't know. Like for me, the centre forward position, I feel like is a bit of a unicorn at the moment. When you do actually get a good set, like they don't hang around. Again, like with centre forwards, they kind of build them up, but I feel that the game isn't set up for them to deliver, so to speak. So centre forwards, like I don't know, I'm not persuaded by them generally. But so in terms of Kone, he looks tidy, but will he get you loads of goals? I don't know. A little bit on the fence.
Well, yeah.
Anyone got any other QPR questions before we'll probably go to someone less positive next to keep the mix up?
Quickly.
Yeah.
Is Jimmy Dunn still there?
He is. I think he
Who's
is.
that? Jimmy Dunn.
Is he?
Yeah,
He's still there.
Yeah, I'm sure he's. Yeah.
You always rated him, didn't you, Sam?
They all thought he was getting brilliant when he was coming through. I did until I watched him on loan at Sunderland, and he looked like a baby giraffe running across a field. But I think he's done very well at QPR.
You've got to grow into their frame sometimes.
Yeah. No, I think he's done very well at QPR from everything I've heard.
Yeah, no, he's had a few good seasons. He's generally quite reliable, but again, it's pushing on to the next level of to make sure you can playoffs. If you do get promoted, is he going to be someone that's going to be like strong enough in the Premier League? I don't know. I doubt that. But again, I'm just happy with. Yeah, exactly. So I'm just happy with mid-table finish. Happy days. But if we had a little playoff run, I'll be happy. I'll be like, yeah, let's go for the ride, see what happens. Not expecting to win the playoffs, obviously.
What's everyone's general consensus about going from six down to 8 for the playoff? Do you think it's a good thing? Do you reckon it's a brazen grab at more money from Sky?
So how does it work? Is it the top two? Is it second and third going to? No,
I think it's top two would be automatics. And now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think third and fourth hold off until a semi-final, and then it'd be like 5th versus 8th, 6th versus 7th as one leg, but the 5th and 6th place teams are at home. And then that's like a one-off, like one game, like straight shootout. And then third plays the winner of like 6th and 7th, and 4th plays the winner of like the other one. I think that's it from my understanding, but that goes back into the traditional like 2-leg semi-final followed by the Wembley final. So
I quite like the sound of it, as long as it's only sort of like a week gap between third and fourth playing in the last league game to when they play the playoff semi-final, because anything longer than that, I think it kind of negates the fact that they should have a little bit of a benefit from finishing high up in the table.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. Does it feel like that's the EFL's way of guaranteeing Wrexham are involved at the end of the season? I don't know, because I've kind of got them earmarked around that area myself, like them and Birmingham maybe, if they can not shoot themselves in the foot.
We just bought a keeper for £8 million.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah,
a fucking keeper for £8 million in the Champions League. It's just, I want out of this fucking league already. We've not even kicked the ball.
Who's ridiculous? Who bought a goalie for £8 million? Wrexham have.
Wrexham, yeah.
No.
But I think there's something to what Stocky's saying there, because I think when you always think about the promoted team, like recently promoted teams that come down and maybe don't go back up, and then you've got people like Birmingham and Wrexham banging on the door with money now. You know, Bristol have spent quite brazenly. Stoke have spent quite brazenly. I think they're trying to open up a market whereby it doesn't come across as a closed shop anymore. So there's still an encouragement for investment within the Championship, if that makes sense. It's like that, you know, hey, there's more playoff places now. You know, there's more to play for. Which I think's potentially going to split the division completely into teams that could and teams that absolutely cannot, and then you're just going to have like you say for Jack, like what you just said. I completely understand it. The idea of coming up into this, it's bullshit essentially, right? It's I don't know, being dropped into something you can't necessarily compete in.
It's funny because it's just being a keeper just makes it like 300% more annoying, because it's like no one gives a fuck about keepers. Come on, play a right back in there or something. I'll fucking laugh. But yeah, £8 million for a keeper is just. I mean, I'd go as far as say I don't think Bolton has spent half of that on keepers in their club's existence. And then you've got teams. No, I'm serious. I'm deadly serious. Like, I really don't think we've spent that. I can't think of a single keeper we've ever paid money for. Ben Amos, maybe, but that was like $1 million.
Crikey, Ben Amos. That's a name I ain't heard in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's just mind blowing, and I've seen what
he's just saying
have been spending, and you know, I thought there's rules about it. How are they doing it? I don't really want. I know this could be another fucking 10 podcasts, but I thought there was rules around what you can spend.
Which is the rules with finances, because that's Newcastle's thing these days, isn't it?
I'm not sure if it's the same in the Championship as it is in the Premier League, though. I'm not sure.
Wasn't there that?
What was it that Leicester got a fine for? Didn't they get one for a spending fine?
Employing Russell Martin, you know.
But I thought they got one, and then they then fought it because they were in the Premier League and basically went after the Champo and said, "Oh, we're not in it anymore, so you can't fine us," or something stupid. There must be some rules. So I mean, how are Bristol City spending money year after year after year when they've never been in the Premier League? Like, yeah, I'm just bitter and jealous, obviously. Like, but yeah, it's a total. I mean, just you sitting and think that, you know, Tariq Lamptey. I mean, he's a fucking great player.
Yeah,
he's a brilliant player. If he's staying fit, I mean, with the greatest respect, you're probably going to get 1 or 2 seasons out of him because he must be still quite young, right?
Yeah.
And that's the quality you've got to get, isn't it? That's the quality of the Championship. You just need fucking 15 of them.
Yeah.
But you do, don't you? You need 15 players that are, you know, you're umming and ahhing. Are you very low end Premier League or Championship?
So, judging by that thread of conversation there, Jack, I take it you're not feeling too great about Bolton so far.
No,
I've seen Schumacher do the politest complaints about the ball a couple of times.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, me and Mitch saw him arguing with one of our the board members on an Irish pub dance floor at 1 a.m. in the morning. So it's funny though. It was mad when they all walked in. Like, it was all the players. Then the players came in. Then one of them got word that the coaches were going to the same pub, so they all fucked it straight away. They all like basically like school kids. Like basically were like, the teachers have come in, so they all just jumped out. No one even ordered a pint. And probably didn't help that I was trying to manhandle them either. And then. Yeah, and then the coaches all then came in, all the backroom staff, and they were great, to be fair. But there was like just one rogue old boy like coming in with his fucking short sleeve shirt that his missus has packed him. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?" And I was like, "It must be a director." And then it was a director. And then fast forward 7 hours, and yeah, they're having a very they're having an argument basically on the dance floor for about 10 minutes. I can only imagine it is along the lines of sign some fucking players.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really not looking forward to it, to be honest. I always knew it was going to be pretty rough, but just pisses me off even more that we've been so close to getting promoted 6 out of the last 7 years. Well, the last 6 years on Championship, we've been so close to it, losing in the final, losing in semis. You know, doing an Arsenal and coming third in 2 horse races and everything, you know, and every year they were saying, you know, we've got succession plans in place, we've got two plans in place if we don't go up, and also if we do go up, they've always said there was going to be money to spend, and there just isn't. We've got one striker. We have one striker. Like literally one striker. We've even let youth team players go on loan, which obviously would make you think there's stuff coming in, but yeah, it's not good. We've got one winger. Yeah, and he just turns up 25% of the times. Well, to be fair, it's like most wingers in the Championship to in his defence. So yeah, I am really, really not looking forward to it. I think the only positive that we've got is that we're riding a bit of a crest of the wave from promotion. The back room all seems pretty well knit together. I like Schumacher. I think he's a good manager. I think he's kept some core people in the team. And I actually just feel, I mean, that's a shit situation where you feel sorry for the manager, which is never a good place to be because it very rarely comes back. You know, you don't really get that positivity back, do you? So
I think possibly for Schumacher as well, he's always had a reputation for getting the best out of what he has and perhaps like overachieving. And it's happening. And I sort of wonder, is that kind of like bit him on the backside a bit? And he's like basically now they're kind of giving him the whole, well, you know, you've done it before. Like it's kind of being more put on him in that respect potentially.
Yeah, but he could go. He's actually an asset to us. You know, he's actually a good manager. So I am a little bit worried that. Yeah, I just think we're going to be on the end of some hidings this year, and it'd be teams like Bristol City fucking pumping us, and you know they've never done anything. You know, they've just never done anything in their whole entire life. They speak like fucking cranks as well. I just can't be bothered with it. It's just, but we've just got to get there, stay up, and you know, for us ever to get back anywhere, we would need a lottery win from somewhere, or 5 years of absolutely everything going right, every signing players we want. And then going to bigger clubs, you need absolutely everything to be perfect. I think 8th in that respect does give you a bit more. I actually think that's why they've done the 8th position thing, because it is becoming a closed. I think the opposite of what you said, to be honest, because I think there's so many teams now. I mean, basically every year you've got 10 teams that have got a realistically chance because they've been in the Premier League recently, they've just come down, or they've got people bankrolling them. So I mean, that's 10 or 12 teams that probably you wouldn't be shocked if any of them got in the top 8, if not a little bit more, maybe. So I've had such a good time over the last 5 years, winning more games than we don't. And think you've obviously QPR have been in the Championship now pretty consistently over the last decade or so, haven't they? And like you probably haven't had what I've had because Bolton have been in League One and League
Previously,
Two.
When we got relegated to the old position, get into the playoff final, losing and having to. I've been there. In that regards, so just being here and being able to be competitive, but not punching too much above your weight is good. I like that. But when we first got relegated from the Premier League, we had to deal with the transfer embargo eventually, and then like that's when you're sweating because you can't bring in quality to boost the squad at the winter window when you might need to, and then you're sweating for the rest of the season. Kind of squad hold out to the rest of the season, but now it's just I feel like we can start to build stepping stones. So yeah, I just try and enjoy it until the bad times.
So have you? Yeah, they're always around the corner. Exactly. Have you spent any have you spent money? Have you actually
we've bought a few, but we haven't overly spent. I think we've learned our lesson from the transfer embargo, and we've always again gone about our business quietly, not overspending. From the days of Harry Redknapp and him coming in and finding out the massive wages people on, those days are long gone. So yeah, back to normality, or somewhat of normality.
You probably just stopped finishing paying Anton Ferdinand or some match or something.
Exactly.
Stamper still
Still
picking
got
up
a
a check.
contract.
Yeah, now they've finished paying Anton. They've got to move on to Rio's money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Both of them.
But it's like Middles, you know, I know obviously they've, I mean, who have they sold that Hayden Hackney to? I couldn't even be asked to
Everton.
Google it. To be honest.
Everton for 25.
I could have gambled on that, I reckon, actually. Yeah. I mean, they've spent 30 million, but they've still spent it. They've reinvested that money. They've not used it to cover stuff. You know, they spent 30 million quid and they're probably, third, fourth, maybe even fifth favourite to win it.
Yeah.
30 million quid. It just doesn't get you that much quality. I've Burnley spent some. I've really, as you can tell, I'm quite depressed, so I've not really started looking into it. Have Burnley actually bought anyone, so?
Yeah, sold about 90 million worth, and bought in one lad from France for 3 million.
Wow.
And we've also, you mentioned him earlier, we've got Ben Amos in on a free. And that's it.
Who's Florentino?
He's from Benfica.
Oh, he was the record signing, wasn't he?
Yeah, you spent £24 million on him.
He's now gone to Ipswich.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yeah, Florentino. We signed Nation start of the summer, and we sold later for a little bit less money to Ipswich. It's good.
So you bought him and then sold him for slightly less.
You were obligated to lose money. Yeah.
That is outrageous.
Yeah,
See, and that's
it's going really well.
But are you going to spend, though, or is that them sort of saying we ain't going to spend then?
Well, technically, they've spent,
I don't know,
what looks like €6 million on someone who
nobody
now
really
plays for
knows.
Ipswich.
We're not sure if they've run out of money.
Wow. We was always worried about this with that takeover, weren't we, Sam? Everything's leveraged against the club when you was all in the green, weren't it?
Everyone borrowing from that. Is it the Aussie bank, the Macquarie? Everyone fucking borrows against them. Yeah.
What do you know about the new gaffer, Sam?
There's a massive delay on me by new
just like
gaffer.
when you was playing.
Sixth choice, described as the Belgium. Yeah, described as the Belgium. It's all very promising on that.
Oh, here we go.
John will like him then.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, quality.
So I think Sam's lack of words is meaning he's not feeling too confident this year.
No.
But there should surely still be a core of players there that will be good enough to be sort of in that upward part of the table, like challenging for playoffs, surely, right? Or is it a case of are some of them likely to go before the window closes?
It's tricky. The problem is our last 4 seasons in the Championship are like, the stats are better than Bayern. So what expected is not going to be in line what this current squad is going to deliver, and I think that's going to be a problem. I think that's to kind of get behind. I've been a bit, to be honest. I think a bit of reality is going to come now, but we should be around that top 8. We really should. I just don't think we'll be up anywhere in the top 2.
So your 4 favourites.
There's goals. There seems to be a lot of goals in that side, though. You've got Broja, Foster.
Broja is shit.
Yeah, but in the Championship, Marcus Edwards.
Well, we know who's going to score past the Bolton now, don't we?
Who's the other big lump that plays through the middle? Fleming. They're all like semi-decent players.
But they are 4 favourites, though, so it's not like...
Yeah, but the only The rest of them are no good. Brozier is hopeless. Foster's got all sorts of problems. Kind of flaky winger. They're just going to be too hit and miss. That Tuesday, Saturday. They ain't the team ready for that. Them looks ready for that to me.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Sam, you've just made me think about the tallest bridge in Reading and see if I can get there quick. You did not, Sam. You made Jack sound positive there, Sam.
I think if you actually swapped me and Saint around,
we'll be okay.
We would have gone up. We would have been in order of negativity, I think. I don't know. Would you say you are more confident than Saint? No, I don't know. I don't know. Stocks, you're gonna be last, I guess. Is it not in order? Would it not be John now?
Probably.
Well, West Ham should be really positive. I never am, of course.
Yeah,
but always erring on the side of caution. Do you want to go next, John, or shall I do it?
I don't mind. I can crack on. Yeah, easy
Go
enough.
for it, mate. Go on. The bad boy part.
I mean, let's be honest. I think the biggest elephant in the room here, besides myself, is it's probably what the actual fallout of Spygate ends up being, because I think there's an overwhelming wave of positivity coming out of our fan base, like there was at the time. We'll be all right. It'll just be a fine. We'll get away with it. There seems to be a lot of conjecture around the idea that, like, oh, you know what? It'll only be like a sort of a 6 to 10 game sort of touchline ban or whatever. It'll be like there'll be no worries. I fully expect Onder Eckert to be banned from football for a year or so. It's because when you look at it, if you look across world football, there's precedent for that being a punishment. And I think obviously the club have handled it. We've handled it in a fairly interesting way, as we always do, because we've essentially doubled down. And it could have some pretty catastrophic event. Like, I thought by now this is when we'd know, but there's talk that there might not be a sentencing on him until like September, which would be interesting considering by that point the transfer window would have shut. Because I think actually if we lose Tonda and he is banned for a year or whatever, you're going to have a raft of players going, actually, I want out as well. So what it could potentially do to sort of the current preparations would be pretty catastrophic, because on the cautiously optimistic side, watching a Saturday, I was looking at it going, you know what, if we're fairly shrewd and a bit more sensible in the coming weeks, we're kind of going into a championship season with basically 2 decent options in every position, which is almost unheard of for us. So on the pitch, but like in terms of the squad and like, yeah, losing Shea Charles it's a blow, but I think for the money we've got, for the amount that hello, who's entered the Rumble here? Is that Shawnee or Shuey?
I was doubled up. Think doubled up somehow then.
Oh right. Oh,
First
fair.
time I've ever seen that, but hey.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like on the pitch, I'm reasonably optimistic about what we have. I just think this Spygate fallout isn't quite finished yet. In theory, we should be in the top 6, let alone top 8, even with the 4-point deduction. I mean, I don't think we're automatics. I just think we'll leak too many goals. I think even just at Colchester the other day, I didn't see much from Colchester from an attacking standpoint. I saw enough from us to realise that we've still not exactly tooled up to the extent that we need to in that area. Like we've massively upgraded in terms of a keeper, like having Perez in permanently. Taylor Harwood-Bellis, I'm telling you, will go down as the most overrated player in the Championship this season. Like the hype that he comes in with, and I swear it must still be the Roy Keane dust. And this is always why I've said we should sell him while he's still got it. I'd have carried him to West Ham stocks for 15 million. Like genuinely, that's one of those.
I'd have break
Yeah.
legs. I think he's gash. I think he's
exactly.
a bit of a hype merchant.
Oh no, massively though. But it's the usual stuff. Like even against Colchester Saturday, it was still the same thing. It was like receiving the ball, sort of like. I mean, Louis Armstrong was envious of the amount of time this guy had on the ball, right? And he was still just pinging fucking passes, sort of like miles off the play, like knocking things out into touch under no pressure. Like, and he's meant to be sort of like a possession footballer. It's like his biggest sort of advantage that you get from him is that he's a threat from set pieces. But unfortunately, he's a threat sort of 70, 80 yards back where he's actually meant to be playing. And that's a threat against us. So Jack Stevens, obviously captain, leader, legend. I'll say it before Sam does. The fact that he's still there that to me is a concern. I think we'll still concede a lot of goals this season. We seem to be banking on the idea of outscoring the opposition more than anything. But like I said, I think there could be a lot more to come in terms of what goes on with Tom Eckert and whether he's still there in a month or two's time.
I saw you linked with a West Ham old boy the other day, Divin Mubama.
Yes, that's the name that keeps coming up. Because Vipotnik from Swansea was being linked, but then that seems to have he's now being looked at by Hull. Not sure. I'd have been surprised if Hull would have had the money, to be honest, because there was talk of him being around like 20 million. I mean, that's obviously a massive area. Like, I think with Charles going, we're going to need to find someone that can. Obviously in Kasper Yander, I think we've probably got the best midfielder in the league for actually no, maybe not Tommy Soucek in terms of it, but like in terms of like breaking things up, interceptions. But we're going to need someone sort of like up the tempo of the passing a bit. We probably do need to go and sign another midfielder. I mean, it's obviously I would sign at least the centre half, but I don't think that's in the plans. But I think it's fairly obvious that the big area that we need to target is like that centre forward area. It'd be interesting. Like Ross Stewart's ended up at Swansea now, hasn't he? So
yeah. Like were they getting ready in case Vipotnik goes, in case they get a big enough offer? But he can't
possibly
last more than 10 games on the bounce as well, can he?
Oh, well, this is the funny thing, because he signed a 3-year deal, and I think honestly, the 3-year deal that he signed with us, I don't think we got barely a year out of him out of those 3 years, like combined. If you can, and that is the problem. Like I can't doubt when he's fit, there's not many better at that level. Just availability is kind of sometimes the best ability, and he clearly doesn't have that one. And I think like for the money that he'd probably be asking for on the length of contract, because there was still talk even after we released him that like there was still an offer on the table for him, and I think he was just exploring other options. But seeing as he signed a 3-year deal at Swansea, I would guess that he was looking to get as long of a deal for as good, I don't think he was interested in a 1-year deal, put it that way. So which from his standpoint makes sense. I get it.
Maybe you only offered him pay as you play, so he's on the breadline.
Oh, Christ, I was going to say, yeah, he'd be on food stamps by Christmas, but it'd be pretty bad. But Stocks, what's your take on this West Ham youngster? Because I've not seen a great deal of him. So
a couple of years ago on here, I made him as like my breakthrough player. When we had like picked one for each of our teams, I picked him. He played a couple of times in Europe. He got them youth players, like every side's had one where they scored like 30 in a season at under 18s. They got another 10 for the under 21s, so you're thinking we've got one. And then when he played, despite being an absolute unit, I think he was still learning like proper man's football. And Moyes wouldn't guarantee him the football. So his contract was coming to end. Moyes wouldn't guarantee him football. And out of nowhere, Man City signed him on a free.
Wow.
And he was on loan at Stoke last year. And I don't know how many he scored. But apparently he scored a couple for Man City pre-season.
I would imagine he'd be coming in as the second choice, because I think Tonda quite, particularly when the games got thick and fast at the end of the season, we were very much like Larin one game, Stewart the next, Larin one game, Stewart. And I think Larin will basically he'll sort of be promoted to the first choice, really. And then this youngster will probably come in as like second choice for now. But
similar sort of style to Larin, actually. Sort of target man who can have a dig when he has to.
Which is encouraging, because when we didn't have Larin on the pitch Saturday, it was really obvious that's what we were missing. You know, so as soon as he came on, we actually looked like a functioning sort of forward line and stuff, and you know, crosses were going into the box and not going unchallenged and things like that. So, you know, if we've got a similar mold of player coming in at a younger age, not a bad thing at all. So, I'm probably going to end up being the most optimistic out of all of this, which is weird. So, doesn't really suit me.
I don't think any of us are comfortable with it, mate. The amount of people saying that, West Ham, like record points total, and they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They just have no idea what West Ham are about. Like, we can't handle being favourites, but on paper, yeah, they're up there. I mean, obviously keeping Bowen is very fucking handy. We've still got Castellanos, who got 2 at the weekend, and no one's mentioned it, but so far, touch wood, we've still got Mavropanos, who could go on to be probably one of the best centre halves in the league this year, I reckon, if we keep him. And they're still trying to get a load of players in. It could be really good, but I don't think West Ham will handle having that target on their back very well.
No one's getting any record points total in the Championship forever now. I just the quality of it is just absolutely obscene now. I'd be amazed if anyone is hitting record points totals, despite how good and I do think West Ham will win it. But I just think there's so much quality in that league that if anyone gets a record points total now, I mean, they obviously really deserve it. Like, I don't think, you know, it was only 2 years ago Burnley, you know, won it with all the 1-0s, you know, or the, you know, with the sound defence. I think even that now is, in the space of 2 years, is even harder because the attacking talent has gone to the Championship and sort of retained within there because people can pay the wages and are willing to take gambles on it. Again, with the 8th place thing, I think that does maybe help even 1% selling the Championship to players. We all know money talks in the day, but like, I just think the quality is so high now that I can't see anyone. Despite, I mean, you're 9-4 favourites to win the league. Like, that is
ridiculous.
I can't imagine anyone has been that low odds to win the Championship. I can't think of anyone in recent time. You're basically 2-1. 2-1 is
it's crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
It is insane.
Is anyone from your team likely to leave Stocks? Because you've held most of it together. I know you've had the big moves like Fernandes went and a couple of the others went, but like your back four looks ridiculously strong for the Championship. You've got some decent midfielders, and we've already spoke about the front guys that one of them or both of them could put up sort of 50 between them, to be fair.
Yeah, so Wan-Bissaka's going, just waiting for an adequate bid. Tadebo's going because he's being a shit as well. So neither of them turned up to like media duties, like the media day thing. So we're actively trying to get rid of them. Someone we hadn't mentioned, like I assumed he was gone, but in midfield, we had the Mexico captain starting for us in Alvarez, which is just obscene, isn't it? Yeah. Here's one you might not remember. Fulkrug is probably going to go as well, but we can't agree anyone to take his wages.
He's constantly injured. What's happening with Cornet? Because he's still about, isn't he?
Oh, well, what? We thought you were dead, Maxwell Cornet. We thought you were dead. Yeah.
You've got 4 players in the top 20. I was looking at the top goal scorer odds the other day. You have 4 players in the top 20 players. Because it was Cornet that I scrolled down to, and I was like, have they still got him? But you have 4 players. You have 4. For some reason, that Fulkrug higher odds to be top goal scorer over Cornet. But yeah, you've got 4 players in the top 20 odds, like, which is, you know, there's 24 fucking teams in the division. You've got 4 players in the top 20 for top goal scorer.
Yeah,
like, that is mad. That, I mean, if that isn't a barometer of like sort of where you are gauged to be, I don't know what is. Because I reckon Bowen's probably not. Bowen's probably not. Sorry, Bowen's odds to be top goal scorer, I bet, are the lowest they've had in the Championship as well.
Yeah, I don't think he will be though. I reckon it will be. He won't be our top scorer. It'll be Tatty, and they're still trying to sign another forward. They were linked today with Vardy.
Oh,
Which,
Yeah.
God, I'd be all over that.
his legs look to have gone a bit. Big up Marlon, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, Marley. Yeah, never seen anyone celebrate 1 point so much. Like I say, like we should.
You don't need Vardy. This is my fucking point, Stocks. Like, everyone needs to stop being a dick. You don't need Vardy.
Yeah, this geezer as well. You
Yeah,
just
I'd
signed
agree with
Ronald
that.
Solomon from Tottenham as well.
Yeah, do you know what? There's been quite a split in the fan base about that, which is a bit too political and too serious for us to mention on here. But we got him for 5 million, which seems quite cheap for someone that had an excellent season when he was at Leeds.
Yeah, that's a decent deal, to be fair.
Yeah, although not sure.
Sorry,
not sure about
Stocks. Who
him.
was that? My signal dropped out. Is that
We got
Solomon?
that. Yeah, Solomon
Cool,
from
yeah.
Spurs, which for 5 million seems pretty cheap to me, but we'll
In
see.
today's market.
Like
Yeah.
at the weekend, we was like putting a young midfielder out on the left just for balance because he really don't like Maxwell Cornet. Who would have thought? So yeah, like I say, I can understand why everyone makes us favourites, but I've just I'm quite sure that West Ham won't be able to handle that pressure.
Fair enough.
I was going to say, talking about supposed favourites, who's everyone fancying to, if not win it, have a really excellent season?
West
And,
Ham.
like be up there, other than West Ham.
West Ham reserves, probably.
I
I
think it's hard to ignore Wolves, given like they've managed to get sort of Raul Jimenez back, you know, things like that. That's a difficult one to sort of like not lean towards, right?
Trippier, Armstrong always gets goals at that level.
Yeah. The new Darren Huckabee.
Yeah. Who's the centre midfielder that looked really good last year?
Mane.
Mane. Yeah, they've probably got some Portuguese players that no one's ever heard of that the super agents give them.
Well,
Maybe
they,
one or two.
haven't they kept together the majority of their squad as well, though?
They have.
So the left back who everybody was going raving about a bit last season is still there. Not really sure who any of their centre backs are, to be honest. Goalkeeper Jose Sarr still there. Midfield Andre, the holding midfielder, he looked decent last year. Bellegarde, Mane, and then they've got a whole raft of strikers, to be fair.
I think it genuinely could be a year where it's actually the top two just gets boxed off, and it's more about who makes the playoffs.
Well, I think if Middlesbrough can sort of go with it with a bit between the teeth type thing, because they're going to have a chip on the shoulder, aren't they? Let's be honest. They can sort of harness that. I think they could go pretty far. But I'm just looking at the transfer market now, just looking at the squad values. So West Ham's is €280 million. Wolverhampton's is 15 behind, 264 million euro. And then Southampton's is third highest rated on 200 million. And then there's a drop then to Middlesbrough. And then Burnley are in fifth. I mean, Sheffield United's 110 million, but I don't even know who plays them anymore. But yeah, there is a big drop off between West Ham, Wolves, and then even to Southampton.
I just saw the crawler go across the bottom of the screen. I was just going to say if Marlon could just check the alcohol percentage on the front of his bottle that he's drinking from at the moment. Yeah, just be.
He's eyeball pulling a bottle of Rad Neff.
It must be.
Do you know what? I think Norwich are going to do really well
Yes.
this year. And
That was the name I was going to chuck out as well, to be fair.
I hate to say it, but Alex Neil at Millwall is going to do well with them as well. He's a good man.
Depends what they hold on to, though.
Yes, we can do a Premier League review just before we carry on. We'll be doing that next week, the week before the season starts, so we'll be more in depth on the Premier League then.
Norwich to me. Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know why I've just done this. I've just scrolled to the bottom of the transfer market squad values.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
So West Ham's squad value is 282 million euros. Bolton's is actually second bottom at 16 million.
I'm assuming Lincoln's beneath you.
Lincoln's below us, yeah. And Cardiff are in third, but theirs is double ours, 30 million.
Lincoln's a weird one, isn't it? Because they've come up, their manager's gone off to Bristol City, so they've gone with a double act of his two assistants being like the ones that have taken over from him. And they've also then sold one of their players to Cardiff, who came up beneath them, but one of their starting 11 has been sold to Cardiff. It's just like, wow, this is quite something, man.
Yeah, I think Cardiff might go okay. I think Cardiff might go okay. To be honest,
I think of the three that have come up, they probably do the best out of the three. I'd say. Like,
it's scary just seeing these values of teams, man. It's actually scary. Like Wrexham, 75 million. I thought theirs might even be higher, to be honest. But
I thought it'd be it could be by the end of the window, I reckon. Just like I still fancy them to do something really silly before the window's out.
Do you mean silly / sexy? Like they'll sign someone that looks good, but they don't particularly need.
Yeah, 100% that. I could say, oh god, yeah. It's just going to be an intriguing one.
I've just clicked on the most expensive 11 in the league, and just on Jack's point, there's only 3 players that don't cost more than Bolton's squad in the team.
Jesus Christ!
One, it's a goalie, a right back, and a left winger.
Wow.
And as we've realised, goalies, they're still just getting signed for 8 million by fucking Wrexham. So I mean,
half your squad amount, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's actually more than half, John, because that's euros, not pounds. So
oh Christ! Sorry.
It's actually more. It's actually more than half. Yeah. So yeah, it's actually more depressing.
So where's this gap come from then? Because obviously the gap in the Premier League to the Championships has been there and been widening for quite a while now. Has this gap been quite apparent for a few seasons, or is it now just kind of ramping up? Because it seems like when you look at the squad costs, to make the jump from League One to the Championship and being competitive is very hard, and you've got to have a lot of money to do it.
Yeah, I think if you look at the Premier League, it's the money in the Premier League distorted the and the National League as well in order for them to be competitive. Because the thing is, once you get into the Premier League, you either conform and spend what they're spending to try and compete, or you just do what you know is best for you as a club, and you just get relegated. And it's like, what do? You're between a rock and a hard place. And then once you get relegated, you have in a situation where you're in West Ham's position, where you've got a strong squad for the Championship, or maybe what's happened to what happened to Luton, the squad just didn't match up to the levels of what expected, and you can either go into a free fall. It's really the clubs are forced to have to spend this money and be competitive. They want to make it into the Premier League, so they're gonna take the gamble, I guess.
Or if you're too conservative when you come down, you could end up like a West Brom, where they've just kind of almost like the arse has completely fallen out of them in the last 18 months or so. And
Mm.
It is really hard, and that's the thing. You have to be a lot like Luton, really. Where I think they're really, really smart about how they do things in order to be competitive. Hence why they spend so little, but are able to get to where they are, where they've come from as well. And I think that comes back from their history as well, and everything being that close to administration, and they understand what it is to be a club
Yeah.
and a community club like that. And,
Yeah.
Find your toe, I think.
And another example of that.
West Brom look to be in trouble now, don't they? They like they're just really going to struggle to be anywhere up at the top sort of echelons, fighting for a long time.
I think with West Brom, they just lack their reputation more than anything in the Championship.
Yeah.
He's got that chance, can top quality manager or getting the draw of that top quality player that can turn things around.
This is Marley's top 6.
Wow.
Southampton, Disney FC, which I'm assuming is Wrexham, West Ham, Wolves, Birmingham, Middlesbrough.
The thing with Birmingham is that I only expect them to be in that position because I think their manager will probably be amongst one of the first to go. Because they staggered through to the end of the season, and obviously with the money they've put in, they're quite ambitious. And I think it was many people have kind of raised their eyebrows at the fact that he's still in the job now. So I would imagine that he's one of those, because there's been rumours of someone like Thomas Frank being touted and people like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if give that sort of 6-10 games into the season, they might just pull the trigger and go, do you know what, we are going to go with a name now and see if they can do it that way and then build in January and things like that. So I don't doubt Birmingham could be amongst it for sure, because they've got the resources to. I just don't think they're going to do it under their current setup.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I've just had a look at League One. I've just had a look at League One, and there are 6 teams in League One who have a higher squad value than us. Milton Keynes, Huddersfield, Oxford, Sheffield Wednesday, Luton, and Leicester.
But that because they're teams that shouldn't be where they are, and the Premier League has now got them in that sticky situation where they are chasing their tails and they've ended up spiraling out of control.
Yeah, massively so. But the last time there was, in League One, anyone that had a squad value of that size won it with 100 points. So Leicester, on that basis, should absolutely steamroll it.
But I think they've got a few things working against them without just who's on the touchline. But it's the fact that from a behind the scenes level, a lot of their contracts I don't even think were written in a way where players have wage deductions for getting relegated to the Championship. So there's players that still would have been within that have gone into League One on astronomical wages, and they're finding it quite hard to shift players. So on one level, you might argue, that means they'll bounce straight out of League One. But I think they actually, from a financial standpoint, have to get rid of quite a lot of these players. So it's a really sort of rickety situation for them at the minute. I would fully expect them to be up there, if not in the automatics, but I don't think it's by any means as straightforward as others might think it will be.
Sink and Sam, you got any other suggestions who you reckon will be challenging other than the ones we've said?
So you're just breaking in and out there. What did you say?
I say, do you reckon, have you got anyone else you reckon will be up the top come the end of the season other than what we've said?
There'll probably be some surprise team that come through and overachieve. But I can't think of one off the top of my head that's going to do that. Bolton, maybe.
Why overachievers that finished 23rd, just to clarify.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't
What do you make of
Yeah.
Alex Neil's a quality manager. I think they'll do well. They also signed Lyndon Dykes, who could possibly be the most Millwall-looking player ever.
Just a bit.
But they're like signing players from abroad now to go with that kind of naturally gritty British player they get. And that Aziz is quality on out wide as well.
No.
It'll be interesting to see if anyone comes in for him in the coming weeks, though, because I'm not sure he's guaranteed to still be there.
There was rumours that Derby were going to get a big load of cash, weren't they? But their takeovers failed. They pulled out today. So that's I think that's kind of screwed them, because it was meant to be like some Saudi investment.
I think it's the boxing promoter guy that does all the stuff with like Saudi, that's been doing a lot of the work in Saudi in the last few years. I think he's linked to it.
I wondered why he tweeted something about Derby today. I thought one of the shows might have been at the stadium or something. But yeah,
like Turkey, that's it. Yeah, that's the geezer. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realise he was in for Derby, to be honest.
Apparently he pulled out.
Oh.
That's what Derby's statement said.
Which would suggest he may have found somewhere else to put his money, but
potentially, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's boost that squad value, pal. Let's get it over to 20 million, please.
That's it. He drove past the tough sheet and thought, yeah, down there instead, that'll do.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's called the tough sheet, man. It's just...
Yeah, it was funny when we were the ones winning though. So this season, when it's not going to be the case, I don't think it's going to be quite.
It's going to be the tough shit this season, isn't it? But you know, like...
it is, John. Yeah, I didn't. Even
so I know the fruit was incredibly low hanging there. Sorry,
you are way better than that, John. So,
barely.
Yeah.
I can put some of that low hanging fruit in my packed lunch.
Yeah. It's. Not really, but by all accounts, though, they were looking to spend heavy, because the deal had already been ratified by the EFL and the FA. It was apparently just completely done, and he's kind of screwed them. So that might mess with them a bit, because they were planning to go a bit mental last few weeks of the transfer window.
And I think they're set up okay as it is, like even with that, like, so, you know, if they'd have got that investment, it suddenly would have tipped the conversation well in the other direction. But,
and
they
spend anyway, don't
they? I mean, not Norwich was obviously another name everyone was talking about, because I think they were one of those that started so badly last season that actually the job that Clement did when he came in kind of went underlooked a bit, or like overlooked as such, because like I think they finished in 9th, maybe 10th, but that was remarkable considering like what they'd come from. And I think that they'll certainly be amongst that kind of playoff mix like this year for sure.
So is it partly down to how they finished last season then, John, why there's a bit of positivity there, or have they signed a load of players, or
they've taken Andre Brooks off Sheffield United, I know that much. I don't know a great deal about massive ins and outs. There was all that hoo-ha about Josh Sargent in January. Did he end up, because I thought he ended up basically staying, didn't he?
Yeah, but the manager went, I'm not having this, and he played other people, because I think Sargent proper wanted that.
But then you wonder if if they suddenly decided to give him a go again, like, because
he's not in their squad list on their website.
No, he wanted to go back.
He plays for Toronto FC.
Okay.
That was it. He threw a paddy because he wanted to go back to the MLS. Despite at the time he was bagging from first part of last season, weren't he? Yeah. But then they got
so he's gone.
But they got that Kone who done. Was it Kone who done well in the second half of the season?
Kone or Torre?
Torre, that's it.
Yeah.
Kone's QPR.
Yeah.
But what about the other end of the table? Like, does anyone got any sort of tips who they think will be on their way?
Lincoln will struggle because 2 managers doesn't work. But they've got them good vibes going from last year. But is 2 managers going to work? And Blackburn as well. I don't like the look of them.
Yeah, it seems like Mowbray and vibes there, doesn't it? Kind of like there.
I like him, but I don't like Blackburn.
Yeah. It's just awfully run, aren't they? I mean, I'm surprised Sam hasn't come steaming in at this point, but like...
He probably has. It's just waiting to come through.
Ah, yeah, true.
We'll give him a 5-second pause so he can come in and really go for Blackburn.
Hold up.
Is that it, Sam?
He's fully delayed.
No, I just hope they struggle massively, suffer terribly.
Same as every other season, then.
Yeah, I'll be looking to get up there.
Get lucky. I think they'll get lucky. I think 2 of the bottom 3 places are pretty much sewn up for us and Lincoln, and I think they'll get lucky again. To be honest, last season, or last game of the season, wasn't it like 4 teams that could have gone?
Yeah, they were all. We was looking through it, weren't we? And all of the leagues with a couple of games to go, there was stuff going on for everywhere, really, and it was a bit mad, wasn't it?
I think one that I'd throw out there for going down would be, I think Charlton will struggle, and the reason I say that is that they sort of came out of the international break like in March, like end of March, early April. And it was pretty much right. We've got our Sheffield Wednesday voucher. We need to win like that and one of our other remaining 7 games. And they made really hard work of it. And to be honest, like Nathan Jones's football without chucking a ton of money at it will only get you so far. And they've also, their owners have come out and said in the last couple of weeks that sort of 3 years in, they're looking to sell up already. So I think that's going to limit the amount of investment they sort of put in. And I wouldn't put it beyond Jones to be the type of guy that would walk away in that situation. And then what you're left with? You're left with a fairly underwhelming squad that's kind of set up to play Nathan Jones football. So that really limits what you can bring in as a replacement. So I'd tip Charlton to struggle this year as well, to be honest.
Anyone got any sort of rogue left field shots for someone who might be in that relegation mix?
Sheffield United.
Yeah.
They're getting. I've seen people tipping them quite a bit because they're just saying about Wilder and they've got Patrick Bamford, but is he that good?
I think it's the fact that there's been a lot of outgoings, barely any incomings, and they've had a winding up order, haven't they, and stuff like that. So like, it looks really like off the field, it looks horrific at the second for them.
Sam's because he's on such a delay. He's just messaging me saying he fancies Burnley to go down if it all implodes.
Yeah, well, stranger things have happened, so it could.
Yeah, I mean, the back-to-back sort of relegation has been a thing recently. You've had Luton and Leicester go sort of back-to-back. So
yeah,
it is a bit of a long shot. It seems weird, but you can absolutely see it as well. I'd say Watford.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they never keep a manager longer than like 3 months. Anyone that's half good going out to Udinese.
Yeah.
It's just a bit of a mad club. How much longer are they going to get away with it? Or they could all of a sudden click and push playoffs, but I'm thinking more they might struggle.
Well, from the sounds of it, it sounds like over the summer they've kind of gone, right, here's a load of Udinese rejects. And then Udinese have kind of gone, right, who do we fancy? We'll have you. And they've done a bit of that. And it seems like it's very much it's gotten even more one-sided than it already was, that relationship. So I again, Watford are the type where I feel like because of the amount of new manager bounces they get in a season, it might just be enough to creep them over the line. But yeah, they could certainly get pulled into it.
There's been 10 transfers between them this summer. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's me. Modern football stinks.
Yeah.
Pretty
That is
much.
absolutely crazy. How are they getting away with that?
Well, they just get rid of the manager, don't they? So there's no accountability every 3 months.
Yeah. As soon as it gets a bit close to that, no, let's change this guy. Yeah,
It is ridiculous.
And like the latest one they got in, yeah, I think their latest manager looks like the sort of prime candidate to be sort of gone. Like he's the anti-Wyclef Jean. He's gone by November instead of till. But it's So yeah, I don't think he's really done more than he's had 10 managerial jobs already, and he's 46, something like that. So
Jesus.
Sort of seems prime Watford.
That is bonkers, to be fair. Absolutely bonkers. Right, quickly all round robin. If you had to put a number on where your team's finishing this season, what number are you putting on it? Sam, send yours via to stop text wise. We'll start at the bottom and work our way around. John?
4th.
Jack?
25th.
Having a terrible season then.
I really fear for us. I think unless we sign some players, we really could be 24th. I am very, very, very worried.
Okay.
So yeah, 20. I actually think we could be 24th.
Sinclair?
I think we'll finish about 10th, to be honest, mid-table in around there. I think a lot more teams are going to look at the new playoff opportunities this season and really, really go for it. I think that might derail any playoff aspirations that QPR might have, but a nice little 10th finish will be satisfying.
Stocks?
I think we'll finish 3rd.
Fuck off.
Yeah, no, just can't handle the pressure. It's nothing.
Yeah, I know you can't handle the pressure yet, but you are going to finish first, aren't you? You must truly believe that.
Oh, there's definitely a possibility.
West Ham in the Championship. This is West Ham's.
Yeah, but look at the last time we was in the Championship. We the last 2 times we've scraped in the playoffs.
Yeah, I know you're a little bit negative when it comes to football stuff, but I can't fucking see you.
Well, I wouldn't say negative. I think
that's
we're going to crack.
Most people will have you winning it quite comfortably, but to not be top 2 would be a travesty for me.
I mean,
yeah. It would basically you mean a shithouse.
Yeah.
Nah. I just think
just trying to jinx it. That's all.
Yeah,
Do
but
you
that could be a point, Sig. I was subconsciously trying not to jinx it.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I get that, but so if you finish 3rd, then there's every possibility you lose in the playoffs. Then and you're in serious fucking trouble.
Oh yeah, that's what I half expect. I want us to obviously, but I think we should be in the top 2. But I just get this feeling we'll fuck it somehow. In West, we should be in the top 2. But
So who do you think finishes 1st and 2nd then?
I think Wolves will be up there, and I reckon it will be Borough or Norwich. Actually, I can't decide which one I like more. Probably Borough if they get it together, because they're fucking splashed, don't they? Sam thinks Burnley would be 5th.
Okay. So we could have 3 teams from here in the playoff, and if Sinks QPR have a little bit more of a favourable season than he thinks, we could actually have 4 teams from here in the playoff.
See, this is just fucking depressing, isn't it? Depressing. You didn't even bother saying we could have 5. You actually said we could have 4. Like, technically, we could have 5. But you chose to just roll with we could have 4, which is completely.
To be fair, you said 24th. I couldn't figure out an angle to go from 24th.
Yeah, but we could finish in the playoffs, couldn't we? Now we're not going to, but in theory, right now, we could.
Yeah.
The only positive thing we've got is that we played Preston straight off the bat, and they're in a terrible place themselves. So if we win the first game, we can take some positivity forward. But if they beat us, when they are effectively going to be one of the worst teams in the league, they've had to cancel fucking pre-season friendlies because of not having enough players.
Oh, wow.
The captain's just been sent off as well on the weekend. So I mean,
like debut.
Yeah,
didn't their cap?
Oh yeah, sorry. Their actual previous captain stabbed in the back to go to Wrexham. Then, as Mitch, you just said, the person they appointed to be captain, he got sent off within 30 minutes of being captain. But they're the type of stuff. If I'm sat there watching that as a Preston fan, I'm sat there going, "We're gonna go." You know, when someone starts pouring that cocktail in front of you, you're like, you know what? I might just get a taxi home because I feel like that's gonna have me caught pissing in the cupboard at 4 a.m. by my missus. Not that that's ever happened before. I just feel all those things together. Preston are looking like they're going to be in a bad place this season as well. So, yeah, we've got you've got a fucking top of the table clash, Burnley, West Ham, and we've got a fucking 6-pointer. We've got a 6-pointer on the 15th of fucking August. We've got a 6-pointer.
Opening day relegation 6-pointer. That is glorious. Is there no chance of getting the wingers back, Jack? Is there literally no noise around them at all? Because I know we spoke loads about Cozier Dubu, but Sissoko did a few bits last year as well, and he was.
No, he's moved to Bruges.
Okay.
So yeah, he's moved to Bruges. We've signed a guy called Dong, which pisses me off. And one of my good friends, Cal, he loves it just because of his name. But that one just is compounding his name. I see it, and also doesn't help by the fact he's absolutely shite. And Cozier Dewberry, Brighton are giving him some time in pre-season. He only got a few minutes against Roma, but they've said they're going to try and give him some time. And then I believe there's rumours that Rangers are in for him as well. And a lad we had, Johnny Kenny, on loan from Celtic. He's apparently going to stay and try and fight for his place as well. So I mean, the players that we're not getting back are in essence doing. You know, they've moved on to better places. So. I mean, that's the problem with loan players, isn't it? Don't fall in love with them because they will break your heart. And we're just not getting the quality in. I do think we'll end up signing some players on loan. We've got good rapport with some, big teams. Generally people that have come on loans for us, they've gone on to do better things. As James Trafford said in his Leeds interview when he was signed, he said, "What's your best footballing moment?" And he said, "Winning the Papa John's Trophy with Bolton."
Lad.
So yeah, I've only just stopped wanking over that, to be honest. But this is where I'm at. This is the joy I'm going to get from. I'll be a nostalgia merchant, I think, this season. But people have gone on to better things, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a very.
I mean, it's very. I mean, this well. Saying probably the most than any of us on here that the Premier League loans they rarely get sorted now, do they? Like they're either in the building middle of July, aren't they, or generally in the sort of last week of the transfer window when the Premier League are looking over their squad of fucking 70 they've got before they decide, who goes on loan. I think generally that's how it's been for a while with Bolton. They're either in with a full pre-season or they come in 2 weeks into the season. But we need to.
Are we going to go into what we think about League 1 and 2 quickly?
Yeah, why not?
Because I'll just be going off Google at that point because I haven't looked.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I wouldn't have. If my Bristol Rovers shout from last year in League 2 didn't confirm that I know nothing about that level.
Well,
I've actually just looked
into it.
I've just looked on that transfer market again at the number of players in a squad. So West Brom are bottom on 22 players, and Bolton and Watford are level on 23. Preston are on 24, which on the basis that they had to cancel pre-season friendlies, I thought that might be lower. But yeah, West Brom really have got. That's another sort of cocktail that looks like they could really struggle this year.
They've gambled with the sort of like giving James Morrison the job in the long run as well, which he's unproven, so that can naturally go in a very, very bad direction potentially. As a first job, it's quite a big job.
I'll tell you what, boys, you're going to make this loss to West Brom in the second round of the Carabao Cup very fucking painful.
Jimmy J. Morgan's a decent little player they've signed from Chelsea.
I think you were just grateful to be at a cup draw that didn't have Man City in, weren't you? Like,
yeah, Man City away. We didn't get Man City away for once. It was like,
it's like checking the balls afterwards.
It's overrated anyway. The EFL Cup, right out. We're focusing on the league anyway, so we gracefully bowed out in the first round.
Did anyone watch the draw live?
No.
Oh, it was one of the most hilarious things in the world because basically Joby McAnuff and Jamie Mackey were doing like the pulling them out and all that. I can't remember the guy's name. That's like the anchor, the host, but he did. Is it Pratton? Oh my god, he did the most unbelievable job of there's normally someone that will give a stat quarter finalists in 1986 or whatever. This guy, I don't know whether I wanted to shake his hand or punch him because he was just coming out with the most negative stats for pretty much everyone that got pulled out. It's like the first name, I can't remember who. No, it was like Hull or something came out in the first one. He was like, "Yeah, they've been eliminated in the first round the last 5 seasons." And there was another team that got pulled out, and he was like, "Oh, last 2 years they've gone out of this competition 6-0 and 7-0." This guy, he's either absolutely hilarious or just a massive prick.
He must be watching the pod.
Yeah, mate. I was going to say he'd fit right in. I've never seen something like it. It's like, talk about undersell the value of this stage of the competition. It's like, yeah, this lot of crap. They get plastered everywhere they go.
While we're talking League Cup draws, little game while we're chatting along. See if we can get the last 10 winners of the League Cup. And I don't mean the last 10 years, because that's only about 4 teams.
Yeah, well, one of them's very, very obvious in that sense.
Birmingham City.
Yeah. That's one of the rogue ones.
Man United are in there, aren't they? I think they won it in 2009 or something.
In there. Birmingham City from 2011. Man United are from 2017.
Oh, God, of course I was at that game. How did I forget that one?
And 2023, actually, Man United.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, City, obviously. I mean, that's the boring one, right?
Yeah, City.
Liverpool.
There's 2 more slightly rogue ones. Liverpool, yeah.
Leicester?
No.
They won the FA Cup.
Spurs won it in 08, didn't
Didn't
they?
they win it in 95?
Yeah.
Yeah, 95's a long way back though. They won it in 97, but that's too far back.
Spurs
So,
must be
Tottenham,
amongst
yeah.
the last 10, yeah.
Tottenham in it from 2008.
Swansea.
Swansea in it from 2013.
This pretty much became like the
Newcastle.
Man City Cup, didn't it?
Newcastle,
yeah.
The only ones
Newcastle from
hasn't been
2025.
mentioned. Sam said Arsenal and Chelsea. The only ones.
Chelsea, yes. Arsenal are not in this list. Arsenal haven't won it.
Since 90s.
Early 90s, mate.
Haven't won it since 1993. So we're missing 2.
Swansea?
At the minute, no, someone said Swansea already. So
Pumpkins, the FA Cup won it.
we've had Man City, Newcastle.
No one said Chelsea, have they?
Man United, Chelsea was just said. Sam said that.
Oh, sorry.
Tottenham, Birmingham, Swansea, Liverpool, and Man United. They're the 9 we've had. The last one that we have goes all the way back to 2004.
Yeah, I think
Fuck
someone
off,
in here
Middlesbrough.
knows that one. Yeah.
There you go, Middlesbrough.
Mate, do you not think I'm having enough of this shit time this cup?
Sorry, I actually didn't plan that whatsoever, and I didn't think the 10 would go back that far, but it does.
Great.
Depressing state of affairs, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That goes to show how much that cup's changed, though, because it used to have a different winner pretty much every year,
Yeah.
and then sort of Man City and Liverpool kind of took over as winners every single season.
Shows how strong their reserves got, didn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. Because I think, like, even in the Fergie area, like United didn't take it seriously at all, did they?
no,
No.
That was always like put the kids out. That one.
yeah, it was like proper put the kids out as well. It wasn't even just a
Mm.
couple; it was just like chuck them all in.
Same with Arsenal.
Yeah. I think it was more when Pep and Klopp came in that they really started turning the screw for them too, because it was seen as the starter trophy, wasn't it? Win that.
Well, Jose also did that when he came into Chelsea, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jose's admitted to spying on Bolton training? He has.
When was that?
And he's 2005. I've not looked into it, but it's come out as part of this
Mourinho
show.
documentary.
Mourinho documentary, yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So do we get something? What can we get for that?
A couple
Yeah,
of
player
round
on
on loan, yeah.
Yeah. A trip to the training ground for our players, maybe like a school trip for them.
A little day out of the Bernabeu.
Balls and kit and shit.
Yeah. You training, you bag your kit. Fuck, you know.
Some new Lucozade bottles. Fill the water up.
Well,
And also, I just think it's even harsher because, like, in 2005, Bolton did not have any tricks about how they played. I just feel like it's just completely unnecessary, did it?
yeah.
Like that's just anyone worth the salt could analyze our tactics quite clearly.
Well, obviously, Mourinho couldn't quite figure it out. It's like, how do they keep doing it? How do they keep beating Arsenal? What is going on here? I've got to see
How do they score without passing?
Oh, well. Unless anybody wants to add anything else, we've kind of done our review. There's not too much knowledge of League One and League Two, so I would say
Leicester
swap
should
on
romp
that.
it.
Leicester,
And Songford will probably romp League Two as well.
fair enough.
They've been making some fucking mad signings.
Have they?
Mm.
Nice.
When you say mad, is that going down the route of bringing down League One players to League Two to try and?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That seems to be the strategy to get out of those leagues, though. In all honesty, you need to have enough money to basically be able to convince players to come down to you.
Yeah. When we were in League Two, is if you signed anyone you'd heard of, you were going to be good. Like if you'd heard of them in your League Two, that was like half the battle. So like they've signed, I don't know if they're about to sign Luke Molyneux from Doncaster, and he's always up and around assists and sort of goal stats in those levels. So I mean, that's what you need. And they're now playing Orange though, which is pretty fucking foul.
What?
They're playing Orange.
Bright, like Dundee United Orange. It's fucking horrible.
Wow, that's strange. Aren't they normally red? Oh my god.
Yeah, they've changed it this year.
What's the reasoning behind that?
I don't know. Some fucking Big Four accountancy firms probably fucking told them makes them more marketable in Slovenia or somewhere. Fuck knows.
Oh, strange. Or is it just to match the badge? Or is that a new badge as well to go with it?
Apparently they used to play in Orange, they said, but I mean, they also used to play in front of 28 people, so
yeah, no one knows.
Yeah, no, but they did though, didn't they? Like literally, 50 people or whatever. So yeah, but yeah, I think they'll do well this year. Cool. Money talks, sadly.
Yes, certainly does. Certainly does. Right.
I'm not sure if it's pissed me off as well, Bolton game being 12:30 on a Saturday, just so I've got even more time to be angry. Like, it's they couldn't even give me the 3 o'clock. They're taking another 2.5 hours from me.
Just might as well start your weekend off with.
Yeah, if they had some balls, then do it on the Friday night. Then, yeah, make us the Friday night game. Fucking pussies.
Oh, I wonder who that is actually.
No.
It's Wolves.
Is there a game this Friday? Yeah.
Yeah, Wolves. Someone.
Blackburn.
Blackburn. Yeah.
Cool.
Blackburn.
That's actually fairly obvious, isn't it? It was always going to be Wolves or West Ham.
West Ham on Sunday.
On it. Yeah, they would have always going to be in the big slots, wouldn't they?
I was genuinely convinced they were going to do Wrexham, West Ham. I thought they were going to do Wrexham, West Ham on Friday night, but then do the whole like Danny Dyer commentating on it with the two Hollywood boys. I was like, that sort of nonsense.
It's Cardiff Wrexham straight off the bat, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
How's that not on the telly?
I think
BBC
is it not
Wales
5?
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Stay corrected.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think it was 5:30. I'm sure it was.
This must be Sunday. Because the 5:30 Saturday is Sheffield United, Birmingham.
Oh, it's Monday night.
Yeah, Monday. Yeah. Monday, 8 o'clock, yeah.
It's fucking making up as they go along now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's proper spread out like a Premier League weekend, this one. It's got Monday night, it's got Watford, Southampton, Burnley, West Ham on the Sunday, a 12:30 and a 5:30 on the Saturday, and then at 8 o'clock on the Friday as well.
If it's like last year, I think all the 3 o'clocks will be on the red button anyway.
They indeed are, I believe.
Nice, decent.
Yeah. I think that goes across League 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, all the 3 o'clocks are on the red button, but they've spread out all of the teams that neutrals are likely to watch across all the games, apart from the 3 o'clock.
Very true.
Well, looks like I'll have to sack off Arsenal Man City in the Community Shield. Who wants to watch them bums?
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Well, you can watch the first half and then turn it over to the Claret and Blue Owls derby.
Yeah, I could do that. Or I could just watch the build-up with Joby McAnuff, which is much more appealing.
Yeah, no, fair point. Very, very fair point. Okay. So, unless anybody's got anything else to add, it feels like it's probably a good time to wrap, to be fair.
I need to start seeing who Premier League teams have signed, because I've not paid attention because I don't give a shit anymore.
Yes. True, very true. Next week, we are back into the Premier League. We are going to do a Premier League review. We will look at how everybody's teams got on the first weekend of the Championship as well. Sink, Sam, it's been brilliant having you back as always. Anything to plug before we go?
Bless you.
Thank you. Kleenex.
There you go, there's the plug. But always forget the admin, like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And then, yeah, see you next week, people.
See you, gents. All the best.
Yeah.